My control is ready, dude. Look at him.
Pugna.
It's banned early on. Yeah. They
Alright.
took oh, the MC.
Kinda greedy.
No real punishment to be had. Jarek's really smart. Look what he's doing right now. They unblocked their pull, which they need in the try versus try scenario. Jarek's goes in, body blocks it again at the 2 minute mark.
There ain't no tell. And Matuma manning up against one another. Who's going to win this exchange? The bots are helping out, but it's not enough.
Regen even got himself a bottle. And then we had the mid matchup where the Tinker's actually doing all right, but obviously died earlier, giving up first. So his laning phase is relatively even. I do think it needs to go well for OG though. Particularly shutting down Miracle, but it's just not happening. We've seen this a lot of times. Aggro duel and aggro tri-lane into Terrorblade. He's just so hard to put harassment damage on and threaten because of his super high armor start. He has the highest armor at the start of the game. Hero.
That point in reflection, helping out each time a static link is attempted on Matuma Man. Getting very low in the mid lane though, and with their wraparound for Jerax, they are going to look to try and dive in. Matuma Man though, kiting him up through the trees. He's able to turn and take him down. The help of Kuro seeping in, GH there as well, No Tail, he'll get punished as well, but Matuma Man surviving, salving back up to full health.
He's level 6 well before No Tail has his level 5 even. That is going to kill the lane for No Tail. I think he's actually just got to go jungle at a certain point, and maybe someone else takes over the mid lane, maybe the Disruptor. In fact, if he doesn't get out now, he may die to Mind Control's wrap.
Oh, he is Mind Control. Seeping in, lays down the Sprout. TPs will be coming through to try and help out OG. They pop the Viper Strike down onto No Tail. Matuma Man just mans up, looks for the kill, is not phased at all by a level. The kill on Mind Control, retreating on minimal health there. That's, I mean, if he's not still smiling and clapping, I'll be surprised.
And you've heard it, Owen, right? Like, how many times have you heard somebody say a Night Stalker has to have a good first night?
This is nothing more than just a sleepless night, really, for Night Stalker, as he's not having that good start at all.
No, certainly not level 2 at 6 minutes in, and they managed to kill the Razor at bottom lane. Looks like they're even going for the kill on Fly. Beautiful body blocking here from Mind Control.
The Stomp as well, buying time to surround him with those Treants. A 6th kill for Liquid. They are...
He sees Mind Control. Mind Control being super aggressive is going to be forced away by Jarek's team.
Jax tries to go for the chase down. Get a few punches in. He was trying to get a position for the body block. S4 is there as well. Fly also, they're sending in mass numbers mid. Fly seeing if he can get some sort of control onto Matuma, but Matuma Man just goes in with the Viper Strike. The Astral Echo Stomp's there as well from G8, setting up for a 7th kill for Liquid. It just doesn't stop. It's in momentarily, hold off with the Viper Strike. TP does come through, but OG more than wise to do so. Bottom lane, bit of an attempt onto Kuroki, but Kuroki holds back one with the Nightmare. Miracle moves in, and the massive Nature's Wrath bounce there, perfectly done by Mind Control. Each shambles, they have to get a pick with this.
And look at Kuro, he's just sitting behind Matuma Man, knowing that it's probably target number 1.
S4 will get the split off. They've got the field down. They're looking towards Matuma Man. Glimpse back onto Kuroki. Matuma Man still alive for now. Pops the 1 charges, trying to get out of there. There's the Sunder as well from Miracle. Buying time for Matuma Man to get out. And OG, they just can't get the kill here. Fly's the one to fall. The Sleep Stomp comes out onto 3. OG lose 2. Miracle there with the Pro Play coming in with the save, allowing them to man up and move in for more. They're going to get 3. They're going to get 4. No Tail's going to fall as well. It's 12-0. Liquid just aren't playing the back. It's 11 minutes in, it's 12-0, 6k lead, and Liquid, they're pushing for more.
The play the panel talked about was that series where Mind Control played the support Vengeful Spirit, and they talked about how selfless that is. And it went into the philosophy of Liquid and how they play for each other. Miracle's play there with the Sunder, that's playing for the rest of your team. The fact he's willing to sit behind his teammates there and use Sunder, like, normally you would see Terrorblades just off farming some side lanes, but...
Tumba getting gone on by Jerax, but he turns with the Viper Strike. Jerax is just dead. Nicolim's back. They duet the Static Storm. He'll try for the TP out, but with the Clamp, there we go. OG get themselves the first kill on the board. They look towards Kuro. Can they get themselves a second? They can't. Kuro's able to teach away from a bit of farm himself on that Elder Titan.
Kuro setting up for the TP rotations.
See what it can do here. Resolution straight away though. Pops the Artist. They got the Static Storm as well. So Kuro will lose his life. We'll see if the rest of Liquid can clean up. The TP straight out being attempted by the Razor will be successful. Fly as well will escape. Good disengage from OG.
everything. And once he gets the blink, he can play the split push game a lot more aggressive.
You hear Matuma Man walked into the smoke. OG, they have the jump with the primal split, focusing the Viper. Matuma Man's all on his own. The rest of Liquid will leave him be. Relatively tanky, but they've got the chase down. Matuma Man will fall. OG with the smoke, getting one big kill. Maybe even more. They've got their eyes onto Kuroki. They have the vision for the glimpse back into the kinetic field. OG striking back here and will take 2.
They bait out the Tinker really well, but also my favorite thing of that fight is
do not have the Fiend's grip, but they do have the Meteor Haze.
Oh no, you have to right-click him!
Oh no, Kuro didn't right-click through the Nightmare. And now Kuro, he may pay for this. He's sort of surrounded, they've got the March of the Machines down. Kuro is going to fall. As you said, one right-click from Kuro there would have sufficed.
And now it may just get worse. They might be able to grab more heroes here.
They've got the vision onto Miracle. Miracle getting glimpsed back into the field. Kuro's going to buy back, but the Static Storm's down. They'll lose the Aegis on Miracle. Primal splits out. OG looking to take more out of this one. Fly will get surrounded by the Treants. They'll lose Fly, OG, but No-Tail keeping these March machines built up. There will be the attempt on the Meteor Hammer from Mind Control. He'll go for the Cell Sprout and the TP out, but they have the Void to cancel that TP. Mind Control will fall.
Oh, nice force.
They get more out of this one. The primal split will end. S4 getting turned towards by Matuma Man. The haze is out. Matuma Man can't get the hits in. The blink out will be there. No-Tail does get surrounded though. He'll get one more march out, but will be taken down. GH still with his eyes onto Jerax. Jerax with his eyes back towards GH, looking for the chase. Jerax is scared. He knows that there's more coming in from Liquid. Kuro finds the Nightmare. GH will be allowed to close the gap with the Stomp. They have got Matuma Man here as well to make sure that they've got just the right amount of damage to finish off Jerax, as Jerax will fall amongst the tree line. And a little scrappy for them, just because they didn't get that quick kill at the start.
Yeah, a couple of questionable positionings there from Big Daddy No-Tail. The first time he comes in, he actually puts himself in the trees and has to run back to TP away, and then obviously TP's back in, gets caught. As a result, they may just end up losing a lane of racks now.
Yeah, seems despite that little bit of a blunder from Kuro, it really doesn't matter here as this top racks are in trouble. The tier 3 gets taken down. Liquid with the pipe complete continue to push on, focusing the barracks. Can OG hold this back? They've lost S4. He's down for 40 seconds. Does have buyback, but he doesn't have the primal split. So Liquid, they'll be allowed to take that tier 3, take the melee racks. The range racks falling low as well, but Liquid, now back off. There's a glimpse onto Miracle, but the Manta style dodge. Dodging that glimpse, the stomps out onto Sue. Liquid, they're ready to go back in onto OG. They'll find Fly. Jerax held down on the side by the Fiend script from Kuro. There's 3 falling on OG. The racks are gone. The 10k lead continues to grow. 19-6, 22 minutes in. Liquid.
Only No-Tail he can pick up CS and maybe Resolution when it comes to any CS that's right outside of the base.
Here we go. Another outer tower taken by Liquid. No chance for OG to put a stop to it. The Earth Splitter getting thrown into the base. We'll flip onto a couple of them. Now Matuma Man as well. Looking to go in. They've got the Fiend's grip onto Jerax. Jerax is just dead. A Miracle on the back lines. He's popping the Metamorphosis and he's just shoving into OG. Resolution does get the link off. A Miracle just walks in and kills off the Tinker. The Sunder keeping Miracle alive. Has had a lot of his right click soaked up. But that's 2 dead on OG. No-Tail has to buy back for this defense. As now, this second lane of tier 3s and racks in trouble. Matuma Man does get glimpsed back, pops the BKB. S4 jumps in with the primal split, manages to get it off. But the pipe's already out for Liquid. They just turn. They're beating down into these Brewlings, ripping S4 apart. As OG, it just seems like they don't quite have the damage to fight into this. That's 2 Brewlings nearly down. They've got the Sprout. Resolution's stuck. He does force out of it. Fly gets sent to sleep. He manages to get the Static Storm down onto 3. S4 comes back in with the clap. But outside of it all, Miracle's just forcing them back, punching into them. OG just can't finish off these kills. The Meteor Hammer gets thrown down onto S4. S4's gone for 50 seconds. Liquid have taken the tier 3. They'll look to move onto the barracks. They'll back off a little bit from the March spam. Bit of a mango break. I think a couple of those were swallowed, getting everyone back up to full mana, meaning that they could go straight back in. The mangoes are in them. Liquid's ready to go back in with the push. Rezo tries for the static link, gets broken straight away as the Nightmare holds him back. Viper strike down onto Rezo. He's able to force back. but this is just forcing himself away from the bigger issue, the fact they're losing the racks. No-Tail gets caught on the sideline. That's the Tinker down for 68 seconds. BKB's pop from Miracle as he just heads in, forces OG all the way back to base. Jerax will be able to flap himself into the fountain, but a second set of racks are gone. Liquid move towards the middle. They can go for the racks, they can go for the tier 4, they can go for the game, because at 28 minutes, a 20k gold lead, and on the verge of having mega creeps, this game looks irrecoverable for OG.
Absolutely. 40 seconds, and he was just about to pick up an ad and accept it.
And here we go again. I mean, it's a nice static storm onto a couple of heroes, but where is the follow-up? They've lost resolution. He's gone for 50. He does not have buyback. Nobody on Liquid is dying.
They just take notes.
They just stand their ground. There's the GG. Good luck called by Fly. This game is over. This series absolutely over. No question about it. Game 1 looked pretty one-sided. Game 2 looked like OG never had a hope at all in this game.
And it's a similar storyline for both, which is we had